Hello and welcome to the after show for Vampire the Masquerade Sounds of Silence, episode 1! How did that go, guys? It
went
deep end.
Superb!
It was fun. It was actually a lot more fun than I was anticipating. I thought it would be way more political. I didn't think it was going to be so, like, gang-oriented. I thought it was going to be a lot of, like, politics and me just kind of sitting in the back waiting. Like, all right, we're going to tag in the big guy, and he's going to go do work. But I felt like I had use through most of the episode, and it felt very inclusive for someone even of my race of vampire.
Yeah.
Your sneakiness came in very useful.
It did, in fact. I was quite happy about that.
Yeah, I was a little concerned about Dakota, too, because she doesn't really play by the rules, but it was cool Mathis made early on, because Mathis was like, hey, this is how you get free, you know?
Yeah.
That's when I was like, oh, well, I'm in. Tell me what I gotta do. I'm there. You know? So
Yeah.
No, it was good. I found it interesting seeing all, how everybody plays all of their characters. I had an idea of who everybody was, but seeing it into play is a whole different story. And I realized like Ava might be more of like the spokesperson for the group with everything, because everybody else is like,
yeah, you're our charisma.
And I'm like, all right, well.
My charisma's 2, so.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting, to say the least.
I was hoping that I'd get like 5 minutes alone in the taxi with you, because I was going to have a scene where I'd be like, the voices are getting worse. Can you take the lead?
I mean, you're gonna have plenty of time in taxis with your sister this season, I've no doubt, to be able to talk about the voices in your head.
Also, I agree. Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed. Again, I think I voiced it to you all, but for the viewers as well who are still new to World of Darkness, maybe their only exposure to World of Darkness is the Just Around Corner series we did. Wholly different flavor of horror, wholly different flavor of game. But I hope people enjoyed that. I hope people enjoyed. Like I said, it's a mix, right? Like there's a lot of heavy politics in Vampire as well, but it's like mafia politics. There's times where you'll be sitting around a table dressed in suits, talking to who you need to talk to and playing that political game. And then there'll be times where you need to go reinforce that law and murder people or remove them or kidnap them. That's how I like to play it, and everybody's game is different, obviously. But for me, I really enjoy running Vampire like mafia politics, because that's how I see them being run. And
I like it.
It means you can be dirty, and it means you can be political as well.
Yep.
There's that open kind of threat, like at the end where Ava was talking to the bartender, where we can openly throwing words at each other, but nothing's going to happen now.
Yeah.
It could happen months from now.
What was most interesting to me was that my character is so, it feels very different than the twins. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm going to be a loose cannon. Like we even saw it in that first interaction where I was like, I'm going to fucking drain you dry, kid.
Yeah.
You need to get out of here.
Yeah.
And then as we're exiting, Zach's like, I'm talking to myself and pulling a pistol on this guy to shoot him right in the face. I'm like, whoa!
Right?
Yeah. No, my exact thinking was, I can make him forget a few minutes, but he saw Ava earlier and there's trashed room. Like, he's going to be like, so this woman came earlier and then someone trashed my place. Police, hi. There was a woman around earlier and then someone trashed my place, and the police are going to be excellent. Let's look for this woman. So I was like, no, he needs to die.
Also, what the hell is your utility belt? You have like everything.
Yeah. I have a trench coat, and I specifically was talking in Discord earlier, like, I have a lot of pockets. Some of them were probably added. Like, he gets a lot of everything, but a lot of small things. The diabetics kit is just because syringes are great to have an excuse to have around.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. I'm actually very happy for reasons that you put a bullet in the guy's head right away, because that also fast tracks some things for you guys.
I imagine so, considering we just killed a vampire's boyfriend?
Man.
Or a ghoul's boyfriend or something. She's somehow related to her.
You're a little closer along that second line. It'll be interesting, but not just because you killed somebody who may be an opponent's boyfriend, but the ramifications of making a mess. Even if you still staged it like a robbery or whatnot, while the mortals may remain blind to it all, there are other vampire factions out there that won't, who will also get word, because they also have contacts in different areas and are able to kind of get that. So you definitely kicked up a cloud of dirt in an otherwise peaceful situation, and just to just for your characters and players to see what happens as ramifications for those actions in this world. Will be fun. Will be fun.
Oh yeah.
Bub got a little taste, of somebody being there already.
Yeah.
So
That's gonna be interesting.
at the beginning or end of a session, we get back willpower equal to either our resolve or composure or something like that.
If they've changed how it works, yeah.
The character actively work towards blah 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 blah. At the beginning of a session, a character who can remove an amount of superficial damage equal to their composure or resolve use highest.
Oh, okay. Superficial damage is no big deal.
Is that when you spend it, you get superficial?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I will be looking at these rules tonight. So
remember when I was telling you that I had that burn on my body? I just went swimming past Gen Con Monday, swimming for an hour, and I got sun poisoning, and my body is trying to bounce back, and I like this just happened. I don't know if you can see this.
Oh God!
What an after show surprise! What an after show surprise!
It's
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Oh my god!
No, really, dude.
Thank you for that.
Tan it, and use it as a coaster.
good
Oh my
lord,
God.
no way. That's so gross.
You are
Oh my
acting out your clan there.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Shh, don't
God.
give away too much. I was actually most surprised about that as how quickly people dove on top of our clans.
They've been trying to guess for ages.
Yeah.
I talked
Yeah.
about this in the admin chat, and we were like, no, I was like, no, we shouldn't tell people the clans because we're great at RP in this group, so we should try and get them to guess. 'Cause it's gonna be amazing. So there was just instantly people going, oh, there's this. They got my
Yeah.
clan.
So when
instantly.
are they gonna know?
Maybe.
Well,
whenever
they already know about Dakota. Dakota said at the end of the session.
Oh yeah.
And like it won't take long before like someone higher up calls you out or by your clan, because there is clan hatred
Okay.
amongst others. So I mean, early on, the ghoul who gave you the job, he called Dakota a pup. Like that alone is enough for people to know.
Yeah, they got mine. They got mine during the stream where I put all the costume pieces on. Like they.
Gangrel's very hard to hide. So
Yeah,
is there's Ratu as well. Out of the two different types of clans that are difficult to hide.
Yeah, but he has a mask because I think if it was just the two front teeth, we'd know, right? But I love the fact you've kind of hidden all of it under this mask piece. It's pretty sweet.
Oh, like the description of the character is beyond the mask. It's grotesque.
Yeah.
It's more than just teeth. It's grotesque.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a good time. I'm glad you guys are
We did.
introduced. I'm excited to
Good.
kick the story up in full. I have a little bit more time to plant seeds before I do that, which is always fun for a longer campaign. But I'm eager to see the twists and turns and how they play out with you.
Do we still get
Yeah.
experience as per normal?
2.
2 experience? Okay.
Yeah, 5e is very stingy on EXP.
That's fine. That's cool.
It's 1 or 2.
We're going to be playing for 6 months. I think we're going to get
Right.
toward
Yeah.
that.
We're gonna be bad.
Yeah, we might be able to get one like attribute increase. I was
will
looking
say-
at it, I was like, if we get 1 XP, we can maybe get a level 3 discipline. Maybe. If
True.
we save up.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the moment that Dakota can kind of just go
Yeah.
go all out crazy on somebody.
I was wondering, like, if all those people in the train station, we were just going to be like, just send Dakota in. Fine.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I was almost
thought
thinking that.
about it.
Yeah.
I thought about it,
I
and
did
I was
too.
like, I just fed, so I wasn't gonna like go in crazy yet. But
You
God,
know,
I can't wait.
my initial
Well,
plan was, when I went in, I was like, I'm going to go in, I'm going to look for her. If she isn't here, when people run out to deal with you guys, I'm going to put door stops. And as they get killed by you, they're going to run back in to fortify the position, and the doors are going to not open, and they'll just get murdered.
Yeah, but I thought maybe that wasn't, wasn't the right way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we might have made
Yeah.
a little bit of a mess for ourselves with everything.
To be fair, they were asking us to do a messy thing. They also didn't give us information about Annex and stuff, which they should have.
Yeah,
Right,
they did
I-
kind of deceive us there.
Yeah, I feel like whoever set us up
Yeah.
absolutely deceived us. And now I want to go confront my sire, who I'm not on really great terms with anyway.
Well, no, wait till we get our freedom. Then do it.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
until
man.
then,
The
you
problem
guys
is
can be like, you
Dakota.
go.
See, the problem is Dakota thinks she's always free. Being a vampire hasn't changed her mindset of free will.
I mean, you are
Which
free.
is the
Just wait
problem.
until people can't fuck you up as much for it. They can still fuck you up, but not as much.
So how does this blood hunt work? I saw a lot of people calling for that in chat.
Blood hunt is a prince's punishment. It's basically open season to all vampires in the domain to kill the person that the blood hunt is done.
Basically, all laws are off.
Yeah, all laws are off. You can commit Diablo on them, all that stuff. It's basically a punishment and / a reward for those who didn't commit no crime. A blood hunt is like, I call a blood hunt. The prince can call a blood hunt on you, Oliver, the butcher. Anyone in the domain. Sabat,
for any reason?
Anarch. Well, usually there's a reason that they call a blood hunt on you. It's punishment. But once a blood hunt is called, any and all vampires have free game on you to hunt and kill you. And devour your soul.
Yeah, so what is that like? Is that like how can you explain that mechanically? Is that like an experience gain, or what happens?
Oh, for every point of discipline or something, I think it's blood potency, you get 5 experience, which you can immediately and have to immediately spend on any disciplines or that they know, or raising your potency to their level maximum. So basically you get instant experience that you instantly spend.
And if they are of a generation younger than you, you are allowed to so you guys are in the 13th generation. You are basically the vampires that are still vampires before becoming thin bloods. Anything past that is suspect and usually thin-blooded. However, with Diablerie, and if the person's of a younger generation from you, you can knock your generation back 1. So you can go from a 13th gen vamp to a 12th gen vamp by Diablerizing people who are more powerful than you.
I think, isn't it in lore, you become their generation?
Technically.
In the book, it's like you get to spend XP on blood potency, which is like their mechanical equivalent.
Yes, but more or less. But you're also, because generations have a hard limit. So 13th gen can only get to blood potency 3 until you're able to back your generation up by a number. So it's mechanically like, if you Diablerize only people of your generation, you will only ever be able to get to blood potency 3, no matter how many people you Diablerize of your generation.
Yeah.
If you want to do more, you have to Diablerize older generations to bring your generation back a number.
Yeah, like a number of the 3rd generation, like, Andaluvians, aren't like almost half of them, like at least 3 or 4 of them are people who've Diablerized the previous Antediluvians and become them.
Yep, there's a few of them out there.
Like,
there's also a thing, like, it's tough to... There's also a thing where if you Diablerize somebody way older than you, there's a hell of a good chance their soul overtakes you and they have a new body.
It's composure resolve or composure...
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that, versus their blood potency or something something like that.
Something like that. Basically, they have a huge advantage, however, of at least remaining around for a while. And there's I forget his name, but there's an Antediluvian around right now who was a young whelp who somehow found and Diablerized somebody way older than him. However, he's been showing signs of his personality slowly warping to the man of the one he Diablerized.
Oh, is it Salot or someone? Like someone Diablerized Salot?
Yeah, that sounds very familiar. I'd have to double look, but yeah. So like, Diablerizing someone way older than you is dangerous. It's still incredibly dangerous because they might just get a new body out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. Are we still after showing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even. Yeah,
there's a lot of fun stuff.
There is. It's just so much. Like, there's so much lore, which makes it really exciting.
I know.
Like I think with the World of Darkness campaign we just left, we didn't know any of the lore because we were just mortals. Of course, we didn't know any of the lore. So like we had to come at everything from a very different place. And now we're like part of this like underground political society.
Yeah.
It's as both a player and a character, it is extraordinarily overwhelming, and you just feel like you have no control at all. You know, that's
the feeling you're supposed to have.
It's why I was like, I love the lore. I was holding out and not looking at lore until the Mortals campaign was over, and I was like, now I'm going on the wiki.
Now, yeah,
I have 7 dice for anything to do with lore. I've got like 6 dice to do anything to do with occult vampires. Like, I was like, I want to know all the lore in character as well.
Yeah.
I was also way surprised about the amount of people that happen to have a strong understanding of the depth of the lore.
Yes.
I'll be honest, like...
You mean viewers?
Yeah. From my core group of players, the people that I normally play with, they're people like, yeah, I played the Vampire the Masquerade game. It's neat.
Yeah.
But there were people that were throwing out shit that I was like, that ain't in the book. I ain't never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, even in the new book, they've left out a lot of stuff that I'm assuming we'll see in add-ons like Zamichi, which are horrendous bloodline, which are really fun.
Oh, we remember them from the one-shot thing we did where they were the enemy in Madison?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Last
was that
week.
that was them?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh.
They were
Yeah,
creating
we
weird
did
flesh
things.
columns and stuff, and
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even put two and two together there.
Man. Oh, speaking of that, the one shot that I was going to run. Do we want to spoil what that was going to be in this?
no,
aftershow
we could
real
do
quick?
it as a future thing at some point, maybe.
Or we could just do a season 2.
Yeah.
Or
like,
we could
should
just
keep it.
do a season 2.
Because the one shot was actually just going to be an alternate timeline thing. It wasn't going to be tied to the main story. It was going to be a fun little sideline.
I don't know. It still could be useful for like a Halloween one shot or something. I don't know. I want to save it because it might be so good if it's like the last one.
All right, I won't say anything. It's up to you.
Save it, Josh. Because you told Josh. Josh was like, I want to tell you guys what it is, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
no.
No, don't say anything.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was fun. But
Good.
I look forward to next week when it's all going to start. The ramifications start hitting home.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and until next week, don't diablerize people unless you've got a reason, because someone will find out and then murder you.
Yeah. Yep.
Bye.
Bye.